If we've the item in hand, we ought not keep the recipient waiting.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
That's just what I was thinking. There are useful
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I've a proposal to make, and methinks you'll want to hear it. See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? It wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come speak with me again once your mind's set. I've more time than I know how to spare.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
It seems we already possess what's required of us. Shall we visit the manor as the maid bid? I can guide you there if you wish.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Good. We're here.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Good to see you, Master.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Tell is, Vermund was once the Beastren Kingdom.
Fascinating.
Quite. Though no definitive records remain.
Hoy, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
I must confess, I'm rather lost.
Life's been pretty kind.
Shall we bring Miss Daphne to see Master Sebastian? Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to the one you seek.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Here already, are we?
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery, and a flower from Melve seems just the thing. She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. What else must I bring? Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. You know where to find me. The solution eludes me. I'm certain there is one. Would that I knew more of this world's structure.
Nothing wrong with filching for survivors.
Cleaning a
Time to be headed. I've more time than I know how to spend.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not forgotten any... You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Shall we see how Har Village fares of late, Master? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Follow me, if you would.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Be sure to aim true.
A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I will protect you.
Was most effective. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Oh, I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night? I can scarce keep my eyes open.
'Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have Beastrons for allies.
Now there's
I grant you fire's pledge. Use it well. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
weren't expecting mercy.
Be of aid. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice. Where the Saurian?
Cannot weather ice's numbing grip.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Excellent. I could have done no better. You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Execution.
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Strike true, lest the beast flee.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
I will protect you. I shall hasten to your aid.
Am I the first to...
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
Naught to gain by fighting here. Best with the
We have reached our destination. Over here, if you please.
We're in fine form. Our foe will soon be sorry to have challenged us.
We must not let down our guard.
One of us has been drenched.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. There's no need to make camp here. We've energy enough to press on for a while yet.
'Tis well to be prepared, but over-preparation will serve us not.
Boredom grinds like fans on stone.
In faith, Sir Arisen. Thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, if you can believe it. Just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi, what are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas, this is the good sir I spoke of, the one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end to ensure the village's safety.
Caution would be wise. We ought not let it halt us in our course.
I shan't let them harm me.
This does not seem...
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. It would seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must... respect our master's wishes.
What good can come of my being here?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How might I be of service? In my line of business, patience is key. Do come again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later?
This is the wrong time of day for what we have in mind. Best we set out again later.
Would that all my days were so...
You're worrying. You aren't living, I say.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose. 'Tis a relief to be home. Let us just say, 'tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well? Oh, there's something written here.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind. Pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
Well done, Master. By your efforts, our task is complete.
Indeed.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
How very peculiar.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding.
Done at last. Perhaps a... brief respite before we take on another?
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
I've been on my feet all day.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this, eventually.
I now had course to draw steam.
I'm going to go explore right down
I can make no sense of this.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire entitled Towering Earth, are you? One moment. Here it is. Towering Earth, the Forsaken Text. You may take it. I can cast no magics myself, after all. Left in my care, 'tis as a pearl before swine. Not to mention, I've already read it. With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasp the true nature of this place. 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not, almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel. Fine timing, sir. Fine timing indeed. I've need of your services, you see. My time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened the deterioration of my eyesight. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Yet these old eyes might serve some use if only I could wear the spectacles I had specially made. Alas, they were confiscated at the time of my imprisonment. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. 'Tis a place to which few have lawful access, as I'm sure you can imagine. Though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerades with a great many attendees, if you catch my meaning. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate my poor spectacles. What say you? Would you consider doing an old man a favor? I am in your debt. With those spectacles in hand, I might actually get through one of my tomes. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom. You are my only hope.
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
I fear this trial is too much for one such as me. I fear this trial is too much for one such as me.
Nary a tale to me. I'll not have There's a calm air after summer. It's almost seen better nights.
A lonely place, but not without its charms.
Wouldn't say no to a bit of excitement. There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue Sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Sunbright! I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
This outcome has left me with much to ponder.
'Tis a relief to be home safe and sound. I only hope the blue Sunbright lifts Mother's spirits. What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
To think the lady here has been supporting the Gracious Hand for so long. I must find a way to thank her. Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the Gracious Hand that I met the lady who gave us the book with the pretty flower.
Pray, follow me.
What's going on?
Doesn't seem right, this.
I'm afraid not.
I took you for a kinder sort than that. Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that.
I've naught to say to the likes of you.
Would you mind coming over here?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the Gracious Hand.
What's going on?
Doesn't seem right, this.
I'm afraid not.
I took you for a kinder sort than that.
Over here, if you please.